Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson. That's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Anonymous.
Dear Ben and Nathan, I have a dilemma I wanted to share with you all. I had a 168 on the LSAT from 2022, and I've been trying to use that 168 to get into my local law school. My local law school is my first choice because I suffer from insomnia and my father has colon cancer. Colon cancer makes me understand the local law school.
Insomnia is going to travel with you wherever you go. You have treatments locally that you don't feel like you can get elsewhere. I don't quite follow.
Or you need special care from your family because of your insomnia. That's why I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. However, my local law school rejected me, but another law school out of town accepted me. I don't think I can handle the pressure of being away from my sick father, as my father needs me, and my insomnia will get worse if I'm not close to my family members. My 168 expires in 2027. I was wondering, if I don't manage to get into my local law school by 2027, should I accept the offer from the out-of-town law school? Wait, what? Why are you worried about your 168 expiring in 2027? There's multiple cycles in between now and then.
Yeah, a lot can happen between now and then.
Should I retake the LSAT in 2027 and keep applying to my local law school with better extracurricular activities, such as better volunteer and paid job experiences? That's not why you didn't get into your local law school.
Your 168's pretty good, so I wonder if your GPA is just abysmally low or the law school that's local for you is extraordinarily competitive. A little more detail here would be helpful.
And there's something in your personal statement or your additional essays. There's red flags on this somehow. You're oversharing about your insomnia. Like, we're just a couple random podcasters, I know, and you're trying to give us the full picture. But if you wrote like this in your application documentation, you got denied because of this, right? This is too many problems and not enough just like winning.
Yeah, keep reading. Look at what else we learn about the local law school.
Okay. I really want to get into my local law school as my father and I are both sick and need each other. It's so frustrating that my local law school never accepted me despite its average LSAT score being a 163. So my LSAT score is not what's keeping me from getting in. Should I keep going, applying to my local law school, or accept an offer from an out-of-town law school? Thank you. Any input will be greatly appreciated. Anonymous. I have a feeling they've decided that you're not going there. That's my gut. Now, it's possible that they just don't even keep track cycle to cycle, and you could reapply with a different letter of recommendation. Probably don't submit any optional essays.
Yeah, you've probably written to them and said, here's my problem and here's why I want to be local, and you've scared them off.
I really need to go to your school because I have my father has whatever colon cancer, and I need him and he needs me, and I have insomnia, and if I go farther away, my insomnia will get worse, and that's why you need to admit me. And they're like, nope, denied. See ya. Yeah. Just too many. You're leading with problems instead of leading with your 168, your good GPA, the reasons why you want to go to law school, and you should be admitted on that. And you're like trying to get admitted on your excuses.
Yeah. People do this a lot, Anonymous. So you're not alone. People believe that their story will be well received.
Right. And maybe you've been trained. I hate to sound like a 2024 tech bro, but it or like a, I don't know. I'm really like pretty politically progressive, like I'm not that guy, but this does sound like somebody who thinks that, like maybe in their undergrad, they were coddled so much that they were just taught that like your main value in the world is the obstacles in your life.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this sounds like. It's like because you've got this LSAT that should be, you should be a shoe-in to this school, but you've done something. You have given them, like, you have kept yourself out of this school, to be clear.
Yep.
It could also be your grades, because we don't have your GPA here. So I don't know if your GPA is below their median, then, now you're a splitter and maybe you're not that great of an applicant for this school. But you got your personal statement, you got all your optional essays, and you've got your letters of recommendation. And there could be red flags in any of those.
Yeah.
It
You got to
is
tell the people who are writing your letters not to talk about these things. It almost feels like you might have encouraged them to talk about these things.
well, and we've seen, and I'm sorry, Anonymous, if I'm wrong about your particular case, I apologize. I am painting with a very broad brush here. My brush has been well slathered with paint from many other applicants. Like, I just know what other people do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen other people who just lead off their personal statement with shit about their crippling insomnia
Or whatever. Yep.
or whatever
Well,
else. Yeah, not
Their
insomnia in particular.
abusive partner, their whatever. Yep.
Their cousin who's sick, their mom who's in the mental hospital, their addicted little sister, their, the fact that they themselves overcame alcoholism. It's like any of those things. It's just like, yeah, that's not what all you're doing is just like indicating potential problems for the school.
You're shining a spotlight on your weaknesses rather than focusing on your strengths.
Right. You're worried about your volunteer and your work experiences and stuff. That is just not your problem. Your problem
That's
is
not,
that
what's keeping you
you're
out.
presenting yourself poorly to these schools. I would blow it all up and start over for sure. 168 is a pretty good school. Like, are you applying to schools where the median is higher than that?
Yeah.
Because if not, then I don't even think LSAT's your problem.
Also, if your 168 expires in 2027, you already mentioned this, Nathan, but I mean, you can use it to apply this cycle, next cycle,
Right.
potentially the cycle after that to get in for the fall
Right.
of 2028. I mean, I don't know
Right.
when it expires in 2027, but you have a lot of time here. So
At least
reset.
2 cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is for sure I suppose the resume could also be a problem, but it's not it's just you're, I think, making bad choices about the ways that you present yourself to these schools. So I would start over at the beginning of the next cycle. I would
Mhm.
apply broadly. I would, like, you need to take your personal statement and all your optional essays and you need to burn them.
Yeah.
Write a new personal statement. Probably don't write any optional essays at all. And then the new personal statement needs to be focused on nothing but just wins.
Mm-hmm.
See how that works out in the next application cycle. Write us back. We would love to hear, like, tell me all the things that I'm wrong about when I was assessing your
Yeah.
your story.
We don't know a lot. And so, but please, to the extent that we're right, take action. So
I have strong opinions, loosely held. So just tell me where I'm wrong and I'll be happy to revise. But for now, that's what I think is going on.
yeah. Great. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.